Hi guys, welcome to Your Earthy Black Girl. This is your host Sanal, also known as Your Earthy Black Girl. And if you guys, I'm like click clacking because I got my nails done for prom. So today I'm kind of talking a little bit similarly to when I talked about, oh, you need to let them go, but I was talking to like cheaters, ain't people, you know what I mean? But today it's talking to people that are on the receiving end and people who feel like they genuinely cannot let go because they have invested time, energy, love into a specific person, and they feel like they've just put in so much to where at this point I'm leaving here with something. And I've definitely been in that situation before where I feel like I've just given so much of my life is a stretch, but so much of my time and energy to a specific person and try to raise them into the person that I wanted them to be, and it just wasn't working out. But I feel like a lot of times people are thinking to themselves, okay, well, if I leave, then somebody is going to reap the benefits of everything that I have sown. I'm gonna say that again. If I leave, someone is going to reap the benefits of everything that I have sown. I've been there. I've had friends that have told me that they felt this way about like their long suffering relationships. And I can very much empathize with someone who feels like, okay, well, let's just use an example. I always want to use an example. I have been with my boyfriend and he is just so blah. Like he literally doesn't give anything to a relationship. He barely tells me he loves me. He barely compliments me. I tell him all these things. I express myself, communicate all these things. And I really, really feel like if I just keep doing this, if I just keep communicating, if I just keep saying this is how I feel, then eventually he's going to change. Except you have to realize that it's not your responsibility to raise a person. First of all, unless you birthed them, it's not your responsibility to raise them. So you trying to raise someone up into who you want them to be, it's really not fair to you, because let's say you keep putting in this work for 2 years. So 2 years, you're just suffering and suffering. In my opinion, and this is just me, I'm not married, so maybe I don't have a good grip, but it's not worth it to me. Like if I had to raise you into being the person that I wanted you to be, it's not worth it. I would rather you have already been at least 99% that person, and then we go from there. Okay, 99% is a stretch. At least more than half that percent of the person that you were already going to be, like your greatest potential, and then we grow together. But it's not like, okay, I'm starting from square one and I'm going to raise you even though I'm fully actualized, if that makes sense. I never want the beginning of my love story to be muddled with, I had to raise you, I had to teach you how to treat me, I had to go through all this to get where we are today. I'd rather not. Personally, Disney may have spoiled me, but I would rather just be smooth sailing with obviously a few bumps and things like that, but not anything to where it's, you seem like you hate me and I'm just holding on for dear life. I understand people are saying, oh, if I keep putting in this effort, eventually he'll change. Maybe, or maybe not, but you have no way of knowing if that person's going to change, and especially when they're going to change. Okay, for the rationale that's like, okay, I don't care if it's going to happen or how long it's going to take. What I'm worried about is if I give up right now, then he can go or she can go and be a perfect partner to someone else. That has like torn me up before. I'm like, that's so unfair, because people can just dog on you, and they're like, well, that was fun. Now I'm going to go be a lover girl, lover boy to somebody else. And that is so sick. And all you can do is pray for those people, because there's really no explanation. It definitely makes it feel like it's your fault, but it's absolutely not your fault, because honestly, things like that aren't personal. That person's going through their own thing and they take it out on whoever's around, and then they might want to go clean their life up. But I personally think that karma's going to find everybody in some kind of way. So you just got to worry about you. And you have to realize, okay, if that person can go and be in a relationship and treat somebody right, then the exact same thing can happen for you. And it will most likely happen for you, because if you've been pouring so much love into this one person and you're scared of them going to find someone else, you can completely find someone else just like they can. And it'll be even better for you, because you're going to pour that exact same amount of love even more into somebody, because you know it'll be reciprocated. you can have a happy, healthy, flourishing relationship just like they can without the stressors, without you having to raise them and teach them how to love you. Like, that sounds much more appetizing than having to nail this into someone's head. And I understand not everyone wants to start over. It's so much work getting to know somebody all over again. But I think that that's a sacrifice that is worth it, instead of having to really nail it into someone's head. Hey, can you tell me you love me? Tell me I'm pretty, not act like you hate me. Because these are bare minimum things. Yes, this relationship is over, but now I can focus on giving the exact same amount of love into someone that actually deserves it and is actually going to reciprocate it, which I think is so much better than just trying and trying and trying until something sticks. But that's just me though. That's all I have for you today, guys. Make sure you choose love, spread love, and be love. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.